Hello everyone, welcome to my presentation on sustainable living at school. My name is Zoe Maigua, and in this video I'll walk you through the results of a survey I conducted with students to better understand how school affects their well-being, stress levels and their personal life. So let's have a look at the first question. How much time do you have to pursue your passion? This question asked students how much free time they have for things they personally enjoy, like their hobbies, passions, or interests. Most students selected option 2 or 3, which means that they have enough time to pursue their interests outside of school. But if we look at the results as a whole, we can see that the majority graded negatively, meaning they selected 3 or worse. Only very few students choose option 1, which meant a lot of time. This suggests that this current school workload leaves little room for self-expression and creativity, which are important for mental health and motivation of the students. So in conclusion, we can say that students need more time for personal growth and for doing what they love. The next question was, to what extent does the school workload allow you for a healthy balance between school and your personal life? This question focused on work-life balance. The majority of students answered 3 to 5, indicating that they feel the balance is more bad than good. Only a small number rated their balance as very healthy. This shows that school responsibilities are dominating students' lives, making it harder for them to rest, relax, or have a social life. So in conclusion, we can say that many students feel overwhelmed and out of balance because of school. The next question was, how much do you think you are responsible for your current school life balance? Here, I wanted to know whether students think the imbalance is their own fault or caused by outside pressure. The most common answer was 3, showing that students feel partially responsible, but also blame the school system, structure, or teachers. This mixed response indicates that while students accept some personal responsibilities, they also feel that school doesn't help enough with managing their time and stress. So, in conclusion, we can say that students need more guidance and support to take control of their schedules by themselves. The next question was, how often do you feel stressed because of school-related tasks? This question focused on the emotional pressure caused by school. A majority of students choose 4 or 5, meaning they frequently feel stressed due to schoolwork, exams, and deadlines. Only a few said they rarely feel stressed. This confirms that school is a major source of emotional pressure for most students. But if we look at the next question, how often do you feel stressed because of private tasks? Compared to school stress, private or personal stress is much lower. Most students answered 2 or 3, meaning that while personal life can be stressful, it's not the main problem. This suggests that schools should focus more on how they organize homework, projects, and exams rather than blaming general teenage stress. So let's have a look at the next question. To what extent does school give you enough time to rest and recover? In this question, most students responded with 3 or 5, meaning that school leaves them with very little time to relax or recover mentally and physically. Only a few students feel like they have enough rest. This could lead to long-term issues like burnout, tiredness, or poor academic performance. Recovery time is essential and currently missing from school life. The next question was, how often do you have time for hobbies, friends, or relaxation during the school week? And again, most students selected the higher number, especially 4, which indicates that they rarely have time for themselves during the week. This confirms earlier results. School seems to take up so much time that students feel isolated or disconnected from fun and their social life. The next question was, do you think teachers are aware of how much pressure students feel? Most answers were 4 or 5, showing that students believe teachers are not aware of the pressure they are under. This lack of awareness can make students feel unsupported and misunderstood, which can increase feelings of isolation or frustration. In the next question, I looked at how many hours per week does a student spend on schoolwork outside of class, and the average of all answers is 7.93 hours per week. This is almost equivalent to a full extra school day, not counting time spent in class. This shows that students are doing a significant amount of work in their own time. The next question was, how often do you feel that school-related stress causes physical symptoms, for example, headaches or sleep problems? This question asks students if school-related stress leads to physical symptoms, and the majority of students selected 4 or 5, which means that most of them rarely or almost never experience physical symptoms due to stress. The next question was, does the school support you in learning strategies for stress or time management? And most of the students answered 3, meaning they don't feel very well supported when it comes to managing stress or organizing their time. This is a missed opportunity for schools to help students learn life skills that are essential both in and outside of school. The last question was, how would you rate communication between teachers and students regarding workload and stress? And most students gave negative ratings here, especially 3 and above. This means they feel that teachers and students don't talk openly about stress or how much work is too much. This disconnect can make stress worse and reduce trust in school environment. Honest and regular communication will help students feel heard and understood. So what do these results show overall? First of all, it's clear that school is the main source of stress for most students. They feel overwhelmed by the workload and they don't have enough time to rest, recover, or enjoy their personal life. Secondly, students feel that the school system doesn't offer enough support. They rarely receive help with stress or time management, and they don't feel that their teachers truly understand the pressure they are under. Finally, there's a lack of open communication between students and teachers. Without this dialogue, it's hard for schools to adapt or respond to what students really need. In short, we can say that the current school environment is experienced by these students does not support a sustainable or healthy lifestyle. It puts performance above well-being, structure above flexibility, and pressure above passion. To create a more sustainable learning environment, schools need to listen more, support better, and find a healthier balance between academic goals and personal life for their students.